Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast, Talking Ravens all day, every day with your host, Justin P. This is episode 22 for the YouTube channel, for the audio version, season 1, episode 24. You can listen to that on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, excuse me, iHeartRadio, Podchaster. Basically, anywhere you get your podcasts and music stuff from, just type in Talking Ravens all day, every day with your host, Justin P. Cam and them will be on shortly. They'll join them when they join them. But right now, it's just gonna be me. Everybody's doing their holiday shopping, so couldn't really get anybody on hand, but it's okay. Uh, just gonna recap Saturday's loss. I was actually up there. Me and a couple friends. Went up there, took the drive. To support the team. It's cold as hell, man. But let's get right into it, man. I like to start off every show. Grades. I'm gonna start with coaching, of course, because John Harbaugh now. Oh Lord. Oh. So my grade for coaching will be a fucking C plus. I'm sorry. I'm being nice because the only reason I'm being nice because the running game was there and the defense played well. That's what stopped it from being like that. Cause it was horrible, man. It was horrible. Kevin Stefanski out coached this man. It's just what it is. Uh, Greg Roman, man, like you averaging 9, 10 yards a clip on a running on the ground. Cool, stay with it. Tyler Huntley, he's a solid backup, but he's not what everybody cracked him up to be. Everybody, oh, we don't gotta pay Lamar X amount of dollars. We got Huntley. You can ride with him and build around him. Now you see, nah, it ain't it, man. It ain't it. He ain't eight, man. Like we seen the last year once eight got hurt. Tyler played his butt off, but it just wasn't enough, man. The arm's not that strong, press the PS button for details. The arm's not that strong. What else? It's just he can't get the ball deep downfield. So it's just like the offense just gets stagnant in the red zone every single time. Like we get like the first drive, we march the ball down the field. The defense get a three and out, stop them. We get to what the 20-yard line, 4th and 2. I get it. You want to go forward, all right, cool, but take the points because you're on the road. You're in a hostile environment. It's a division game. You got your backup quarterback in. Take the points. Just take the points. It's that simple. Well, 3-0. Keep riding the wave of the defense. Get the ball back and then get to the red zone again and then take another three. Like we literally left 12 points on the field. The field goal Tuck missed, which I'm not going to eat his lunch for because he's always come through in the clutch for us. So if anybody can afford to have an off game, it's Justin Tucker about far. You know, I'm got nothing negative to say about JT, man. He's saved us time and time again. He only human. But block field goal, the interception Huntley threw on a slant pass. Those was at least 12 points. We could have won this game 12-13 or 12-6. I mean, I'm sorry, 15-6 or 15-13. My apologies, my math was a little off. But this we definitely could have put this game away, man. It's bad execution too. I mean, as much as I want Greg Roman gone, but the execution was bad too. Demarcus Robinson dropped the ball, fumbled. James Prochet running the wrong route. So, it's just, this is just a sloppy game, man. So the coaching for me overall, I was the only coach that gets a good grade for me is Mike McDonald. He gets an A. It's because the defense played amazing. Yeah, they gave it the touchdown, Donovan People Jones, but they've been on the field all game long. It's cold. Offense not producing nothing. So after a while, you're gonna get burnt out. So they took what from 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, finally give up a touchdown. So that's the only coach to get an A for me. The guy that everybody wanted to fire after the first couple of weeks, the Miami game, the Patriots game, defense was giving up a lot. They were the main reason why we blown those leads for the most part. But now they holding everything together. Look like it's a changing of the guards. The defense is the one that's holding the team together. But Greg Roman gets a fucking F. Sorry. Like I said, the passing concepts, everything. Excuse me, going into the same direction. Keep going 3, 4 tight end sets, one receiver. Like, where's this 3, 4 receiver sets? Like, use Stephen and Prochet, man. That's what them guys are there for. Like, you, Pat Ricard should not be getting more targets than them two guys. It's just mind boggling. So, like I said, I'm no NFL coach or GM. I'm just giving my opinion from a fan aspect and me coaching football myself. So everything I say is not bread and butter. I'm just giving my opinion and my analysis. So you can take it however you want, but it's just something got to give, man. Because like I said, although the Browns are a talented team, you can't lose this game. We won that game. We're still in the driver's seat with the North. We still can win the North. We went out, go to Cincinnati at week 18 to handle business. But right now, we gotta beat the Falcons. And if the Patriots lose, which is cool, we cut to playoff berth. But I want the division so we can, have a home playoff game. All right, so I'm done with grading and coaching. I'm gonna go with it's time to go offense. I'm gonna go with the quarterback play. What grade should I get Tyler Snoop Huntley? Oh man. I say I'll give him a D. A D, man, because missed passes. Brandon Lamar wasn't perfect. He wasn't, like playing amazing football, but he wasn't playing this bad though. Like this is just flat out horrible. Mark Andrews was in the end zone twice, wide open. He's two gunshot of the pull the trigger. James Prochet was wide open. He was too scared to pull the trigger there. It was just like, man, it's just Snoop is poop. That's why I put the hashtag up because he flat out stunk, man. Like, yeah, like I said, the offense just don't got no rhythm when he's in there. So it's just Tyler Huntley gets a D for me. AJ on here, my man here. So go ahead, AJ. Now give me your grades on the quarterback play. Well, take your earphones off.
By now, can you hear me?
Yeah, you probably gotta turn your volume up. Still can't hear you. Yeah, just turn them off.
All right, what about now?
Oh yeah, you good now. Go ahead. Yeah, give us 1 second. Just his volume down. But yeah, as I was saying, like Tyler Huntley, I give him a D, man. AJ back now.
Let's see. Can you hear me now?
It's still low. You might just gotta just take off the headphones and just talk through the phone.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but when you start talking, it just get low. So
All right, let me see. What about now? That's better.
it's talking, but you getting lower now.
Take these off.
Yeah, that's why I don't use headphones like that because they be
All right, what about now?
yeah loud and clear now. Oh, well, shut down.
Yeah, hello.
I can hear you now. I had to change the settings.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I was on my tablet, but I moved to my phone. It's probably better. Let me see.
Yeah, it is. I can hear you loud and clear now.
All right, let me see.
I was saying, Huntley, for me, he get a F. Well, I ain't gonna give him an F. I'm gonna give him a D because most of the play calling was just trash. Besides the run game, but that pick to Deshaun Watson, it was a ticky tack play. I feel like Deshaun could have fought for the ball, but we had just ran that play on the other side of the hash to Demarcus Robinson. It was the same play. All they did was just flip the personnel, and the size of the field was flipped. Um, it's just everything just point back to Roman, man. I can't really get on Huntley and say that he's trash or terrible. He went out there, you gotta understand he still, was coming off the concussion, you know what I'm saying? So he probably wasn't, feeling all the way to himself, but everything for me just points back to Roman, man.
I feel you. I want him gone too, but I'm not Snoop, man. Snoop. He not it, man. Like he's okay, but like the field shrinks with him because Andrew's wide open. He cannot. He don't got the arm strength to get the ball. That's why everything is 1-2, get out quick because he don't got the arm strength to hit nobody on no deep post or deep comeback or deep slugger. Like everything gotta be 5 within 5 yards with him because it's not going to get out there. Like last year against Pittsburgh, Bateman wide open in the end zone. He couldn't shoot it in there, so ended up throwing a pick. So solid backup, but I think Anthony Brown should have started because like how you get cleared from concussion protocol in 6 days? Like it takes 7 days for it to get cleared. So I don't know how they pulled that. I guess they rushed it, but yeah, he flat out stuck, man. Let's go to the running backs, AJ. You can start.
Now I think J.K. looked phenomenal. Gus looked good as well. Justice Hill was good. I was wondering why Kenyon Drake wasn't active this game because I feel like we could take Duvernay off special teams and let Justice Hill do that. But I mean, J.K. looked good, man. He still, like I said, he still can't cut. Of course, he ain't got his full speed because it was two he really should have broke. I mean, he did break them, but he got caught. But that was some points. But I'm just glad to see him back out there. Glad to see he healthy. Of course, him and Gus. I think they played great. I mean, anytime you get what we had, 200 yards rushing. Um, I mean, it just speaks for itself. I mean, that's just what it is.
I'm gonna echo what you said. I get him an A2 because him and Gus did their thing, man. 9 yards a carry, man. Like I said, they really dominated the game. Roman, for some reason, he just got away from like when I 4 for 1, I'm all for getting Pep Ricard the ball, but you gave it to him at the fullback position with no lead block. If you should have put him at tailback and put one of them tight ends at fullback and let him blow it over for put a lineman and where he got somebody that can hit the linebacker. As soon as he get the ball from the fullback position, he already got somebody in his face. So I just think instead of doing that, you should have went with Gus right there with McCall right there. Because McCall gonna blow the line back up, like as you always say.
Yep.
And Gus gonna fight for it. So that would have been a better option than to just do a fullback dive. Because the only person he got in front of him was the guard blocking him. If the guard got somebody in front of him, that's a clean shot for the linebacker hitting. That's what happened. My Deion Jones slowed him up just enough, and everybody else came help. So they should have just went with a regular halfback dive with Gus and him as the lead blocker. So that that was just bad play calling. But overall, them guys, the running backs, they dominated the game, man. Like both times in the red zone, they should have just kept getting the ball, boom, boom, boom. Then you mix it and play action pass. But it's just like Kevin's like let's say we got for 200 yards and got 3 points. It was just like a great effort gone away. So but the running backs they did their job. So I'll give them an A. Offensive line.
Man, offensive line, I felt did great in the run game. We had over 200 yards. That's what you want. You want your linemen to eat, get to the next level. I mean, they look good. But passing, pass blocking, it was, we was getting some pressure in there, from the tackles and the inside. But uh, it's just the scheme that goes along with everything. Like how your linemen going to block, they expect that ball to be gone within a certain amount of time. But it's just it didn't happen. Overall, I give them an A for the run game. Pass, block it wasn't like bad, but it was just pressure coming in there. And some of those sacks, especially I think Miles Garrett had got what was it, two, and then Huntley, he don't know how to throw the ball away. Same thing like Lamar, don't know how to throw the ball away, just running, and you taking those yards for loss. To me, when you get those sacks, those not on alignment. That's on you. You got to get rid of the ball.
I agree, man. I definitely agree. He definitely got to get rid of the ball. Like the line played amazing. Like I said, they opened up holes, man. Like they've been playing great the last 2 weeks. JK back to back 100-yard games, but we gotta feed him in the red zone. I get, you want to put him on the pitch count, but if he's saying he can go, let him go, man. The red zone need to be that. Like I said, in the red zone, that's when you go with your three tight ends and all that. When it's short yard, give it to give it to JK. Let him run behind Gus and go with a power eye. Let him run behind Gus and Ricard. Boom, got two lead blockers in front of him. Easy walk-in touchdown. Like we just make this stuff hard for whatever reason. But the O line definitely gets another A for me. Now this is where the horrible grades come in: receivers and tight ends.
Like I said, for me, it's two sides to every coin. I look at the drops. We multiple drops. Yes, we did. Even from Andrews, it was one of them. I think was on the sideline. They just made a good play on the ball, punched the ball out. But we know what we have at this point. You know what I'm saying? And we know what we got to do. The problem I think is getting open and of course catching the ball and not having a rhythm. Prochet came in there. We go for it on fourth down. How many times have we ran that same rollout play to the right, JP? We run that same play with Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same play. So defenses know what's coming. They know what routes we run. It's too simple. Like you look at it, all our routes is on one side of the field, and then I don't understand. You put two tight ends in there, and they actually on the line, and you send both of them out for a route, and you got receivers right there. I mean, I just don't get it. Yeah, like I said, it's two sides to every coin, but their performance, of course, was an F. But I look at it like you can't get in no type of rhythm with what's going on. It's just pathetic, man.
Yeah, I gotta give him an F as well, man. Like I said, they couldn't. They fumbling the ball, drop passes, running the wrong routes, not blocking on the edge of the run game well enough. If they would have sealed the corners like they supposed to, JK would have walked in twice for a touchdown. Like Demarcus Robbins, all he do was stop block Martin Emerson. JK gone. Same thing with Pro Shea. You make the block on the corner. you gone. So it's like, all around they get an F, man. Catching the ball, run blocking, they just flat out stuff, man. It's like, and it's been 2 straight weeks where they just been not living up to the bill. We ever have a receiving touchdown from receiving like week 6 or 7. That's embarrassing, man. That isn't, and if people can't see that, it's just, I don't know. Take off the purple shades just for 1 second, man. That is a problem. That's play calling and execution. Like I said, Rome, we need to go, and we need to get another receiver in here that can get open. Because people clown Hollywood for 1 out, and now I can't blame them, man. Because look, this shit is a mess, man. So they definitely get an F. All right, now time to go to defensive side of the ball. The interior D line.
And they played great, man. I mean, they was on it. They was on Chubb. They played great. Now, of course, as the game went on, defense out there on the field, they running the ball, man. There's nothing you can do. I mean, it's wear and tear, man. You know, the game going on, you getting worn down now. You ain't got no time to rest. But they played great. I heard Campbell is just I think it was a knee situation or ankle situation. I can't remember. But he played great. Washington played great. Matabike played great. I mean, the whole line played great. Jones, everybody, man. Um, for me, they get an A. But like I said, as the game went on, they out there on the field, you gas, you tired. You got to keep trying to tackle Nick Chubb. I mean, that just eventually weigh you down, man. So, it's just offense couldn't give them nothing. So they out there, doing their thing. But they played great. And then Brent Herbert stepped up when Campbell went down and was doing this thing, And so, to me, the D line, they did great.
Yeah, they definitely played well, man. They ain't started giving up yards to the fourth quarter when they were like basically dead and tired. Because like I said, the offense just played so horrible, 3 and out, 3 and I'm just sitting there like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they held it down, man. They held Chubb and them under 3 yards of carry. Like I said, they got it to the Deshaun a couple times. They really held the Browns to 6 points. That last touchdown was like, they just wanted, they were just ready to go. It was cold. The offense ain't producing nothing. So it's just like, they had to, they just doing the right time. It was, I take a lot away in telling your body, getting off two aggressive running back, the offense not contributing. So, you know, it, they get an A for sure, man. They held it up long as they could. Um, Outside linebackers, edge rushers.
Man, they played solid to me. I mean, JPP, Tyus Bowser, um, Oway got a couple of snaps and he didn't get a lot. I wanted to see a little bit more Malik Harrison out there. Houston played solid. I mean, to me, I feel like they had a good game, man. I know we was dropping. I seen Oway drop back in coverage on a couple of snaps. Same thing with Bowser. We defensively we really didn't give up nothing. You know what I mean? So to me they had a solid game. I got to give them an A, man. I mean, they played good.
I agree. I gotta give them an A because they set the edge. They didn't get a whole lot of sacks, but they did get pressures. So like I said, it's just so hard to really do something when you got to come back on the field. You ain't even got time to sit down and even get a drink of water. You back on the field, so you guys definitely get an A. Inside linebackers.
Solid, man. I feel like they was all over the ball. Roquan was doing this thing. Queen was doing this thing. Queen did give up that touchdown though, and Marlon had outside leverage in the zone, and Queen sat right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was thinking. Marlon had the outside, the receiver seen it, and he just cut inside, and Queen just sat there. That's another thing. But you mentioned the head linebacker. You're in the corner. You ain't recover. But right there, I felt like he could have made a play on the ball because it was literally right there. Marlon gave it to him in the inside, and when it happened, Marlon, he kind of like smacked his helmet and was like, "Yo," you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was just attention to detail. But it happens, and that was the only pretty much touchdown we gave up. So definitely ain't mad at it. Overall, they had a good solid game, but it was just that one thing, and I'm pretty sure when he watched film, he gonna look at it and just say, that's on me, and that's just what it was.
Yeah, I give them an A as well. 'Cause like I said, they stopped the run, man. They stopped the run. They wasn't bad in pass coverage either. Deshaun only had 188 yards. That's all they needed because the offense wasn't doing nothing. So, they definitely was getting to their run fits. They was getting into their Queen messed up on a couple pass plays where he supposed to, you know, got a little bit more depth on the zone on the crossing route. He could at least gotten the window and made a play possibly, but he definitely got to get more depth. But overall, they get an A. The secondary.
Man, secondary, man. I'm glad to have Marcus Williams back. He came down there. It was one tackle he made on Chubb, man. He shot all the way from in the backfield, came down and just hit him. Chuck was out there doing his thing, checking the Joku. He actually on that touchdown, I honestly thought they might have was going to throw a flag that one in the corner, but he got away with it. They was talking to each other, but I felt like he did good. Kyle Hamilton, man. I was hard on him in the beginning of the season, but I mean, he playing in the slot. They lined him up at corner, checking tight ends, checking wide receivers. He going in on the blitz, getting sacks. He reading the RPOs. I mean, he just flat out balling, man. I guess he got his confidence back or whatnot, and he just feel comfortable. But pretty much any position in the secondary you need him to play, man, he playing it. I mean, like I said, he playing safety, he playing nickel, he playing corner, he checking the tight end. And a lot of the stuff he doing is in man coverage. He ain't got no help. You know what I'm saying? He out there doing this thing. Uh, Peters, of course, went down, but solid game. Shout out to Juice man. Marlon, I was like in that when he was with Amari Cooper 1-on-1, they tried to throw the fade. Marlon broke it up. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, what I'm saying? Get physical. That's where Marlon make his money at. Stop. And I think it's the scheme with McDonald. Stop letting him play off, man. Let him get up in the receiver chest because Marlon is physical, man. Like, let him get in there, jam you, and do his thing. But I guess McDonald, sometimes wanting to play off. But secondary to me, man, I mean, they had a solid game, man. There's nothing I can say about them. They played great.
Yeah, I'll give him a B plus. They did give up some yards, but like you said, we on the field a lot. It's going to happen. For the most part, they stuck with their guys. They came up and tagged on the one. Like you said, Cal Hamilton was all over the place. He blitzed, deflected a couple passes. Marcus Williams, he was as spectacular as you. Marcus Peters going down. We gotta see what they're gonna do with that because Jalen Armour Davis is out. Ron Seymour and Daryl Worley. I'm not really too thrilled about that. So maybe we, activate the Darius Washington. I don't know, but overall the DBs played good. I give them a B plus. Special teams.
Justin Tucker, and like I tell anybody, man, I'm not mad at Tucker one bit. I knew when that first field goal that he missed, Tyler Huntley should have ran it up and put it on the right side of the hash. He put it on the left side of the hash, which I ain't understand. I was like, as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, this is a miss right here. He put it on the wrong side of the hash. You know what I'm saying? Like run it when you ran, you should have put it on the right side. But people don't realize too, man, when you playing football in the cold, that ball is like kicking a block of ice, man. It's like kicking a rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't feel the same. By far, I am not mad. I don't feel no type of way about Justin Tucker. I mean, that man has bailed us out so many times. He did miss the field goals, got a block, but actually at the end of the day, when you look at the score, he's the only one that scored. I feel no type of way about him. What I'm saying? For me, I'm gonna give him a B. You know what I'm saying? He the only person that put points on the board. Yeah, he missed the field goal. He got one block, but I give him a B. I feel no type of way towards Justin Tucker. And you going, any of our pages that we post or anything, nobody is blaming Tucker for nothing. He's hard on himself, but I mean, it's just one of those days. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a B plus, like you said, because like I said, it was just bad weather. Other one, Jordan Elliott just made a hell of a play. He would have made the first one, and when we went for it, he would have made it. I was like, that was a chip shot. The other two was a little far back. We should have got a little closer, honestly. We should have ran the ball, got like 3 more yards, and then, like I said, we could have just won the game off him alone, won the game 15-13 if they just would have got, been a little bit more smarter with the field position. But like I said, B plus, GT man, if anybody can afford to have an off day, it's him, man. It's like
For sure.
our last segment. I know not a long show, but sometimes it's gonna be like that. Give me your good, bad, ugly moments of the game.
Good, JK, getting another 100 yards. Offense is not opening up holes, just the sync that they got. They connected. Ronnie Stanley's back. Zeitler is back. So that's good. For me. I'm looking at like JK and Gus is back. The duo is back. It's good to have them right now, especially going late into the season to try to make a push. So I'm excited about that. The bad, of course, play calling, far as when it's time to throw the ball, and just picking adjustments to adjust to what we have, because it's just terrible, man. It's just horrible, ugly. It's time for Greg Roman to go. I'm not sure why he's still around. Um, players, they're not speaking on it, but you can just feel the energy.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews is off. We're not an organization that's going to come out and just speak straightforward and say what's going on. But now, when you look back at football history and you look at people like T.O., Keyshawn Johnson, and all of them, when they spoke up and said something, and people try to label them as bad guys, it
Mhm.
wasn't that, man. Now you really see, like, yo, like, y'all don't know nothing about football, and I'm trying to play, and, that's just what it is. And it's sad that the players get a rep for speaking up, but the coaches are not being held accountable for what's going on. So that's my ugly is, Harbaugh and Greg Roman. Harbaugh has lost this team. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. He can't come back now. It's just time to move on.
My good running game, offensive line, defense. Them three was the only thing that stood out. Bad drop balls, fumbles, the interception by Huntley. The ugly, all balls, decision not to take the points. Greg Roman, red zone play calling, and the passing game. All that shit sucked. And like you said, man, like Ty Bowser put it in a subliminal. Like, he shared he shared the post and they ain't take it down until they said something. But because everybody know what's the problem is, bro. It's like it's just you had to be living under a rock to see if you don't see what the issue with the Ravens is. It's Greg Roman, Harbaugh. He just want to protect his body, saying, yeah, we need to get rid of y'all passing the ball. No shit, Sherlock. Like, you this the same man that fired the offensive coordinator when we were 9-2. So what the hell is the difference now, bro? Like
Exactly.
now you have no choice but to let it ride out because it's like too close to the season. So, but that's my good, man. Like I said, everyone, thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, I want to, like I said, some usually we go a little longer, but we're gonna give y'all a little break this holiday. Y'all go y'all shopping. But we'll be back Wednesday. Do a recap. Me and AJ. It may just be me and him because everybody doing the shopping. So go ahead, AJ, give your closing remarks.
Yeah, I want to thank y'all all for tuning in. I want to thank my man JP for always setting this up and having me on here. If y'all haven't, please go like and subscribe. Check us out on YouTube, even on Facebook and Instagram. At Talking Ravens all day, every day. What I'm saying? Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. Y'all be safe out there. Enjoy y'all holidays, man. And we're gonna get through this. It's just another bump in the road, but y'all be safe. Out there and enjoy y'all holidays.
Thank you always, man. My co-host always MVP, man. Glad you made time to come on. I know you're extremely busy with your new career. Like you said, yeah, we're still 9-5. All is not lost. We won Saturday. The Patriots or just lose, we clinch a spot, and we still come win the Norfolk. We went out and beat the Bengals head to head. So everything is still in front of us. It's not doomsday just yet. So I'll be at the game Saturday. As usual. At the bank. But yeah, we like AJ said, we'll get through this. Definitely, y'all. Be safe doing y'all shopping and stuff like that. What I mean, happy holidays. We'll see y'all Wednesday, same time to recap the Falcons game. And always make sure you guys trade Talking Ravens all day, every day. I'm your host, Justin P, and my co-host, AJ Henson. Love you guys. See you Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We out.
All right.